If you take a sponge or any porous material, porous material is something that has small holes inside that allows it to absorb water. Can absorb water. So, when I take my water and pour it onto the sponge will absorb the water. That is the literal way of using absorb. The sponge absorbs water. If it has more pores, it has higher absorption rate, It has a higher absorption rate. So a higher absorption rate means how much water can it hold. Whereas something like this camera container would hold less water because of fewer pores. Fewer pores. See, porous, P-O-R. The camera case has lower porosity or lower amount of pores. Lower porosity. Higher porosity. So the sponge has higher porosity. The sponge has higher porosity than the camera case, which has lower porosity. And, for example, a pen would have even lower porosity. It doesn't absorb any water, so it is not porous at all, really. Not porous at all. Now, if you want to use the word absorb a little differently, we can say something like the new company absorbed 100 unemployed people. So you had 100 people with no job is unemployed, and the new company set up its factory, and these people are now working in the factory. So this new company was just like a sponge. The company's like a sponge. All these workers can now work. The company absorbed the workers. And you can use this in many examples. I mean, you can say like for example, when you have let's say fruit trees, right? Say apples. There were too many apples, but the people were able to absorb the extra supply. The supply is how many apples are for sale. The extra supply is the apples for sale.